So you're a philosopher?
Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
I think very deeply.
Let us begin.
What is up, good people? This is your host, Dave Johnson. Welcome to the MadHouse, coming to you every Sunday night on YouTube at 10 o'clock. Now, you can find us out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/WTT MadHouse. I almost forgot that shit. I know Vernon mad and the motherfucker about that. Or you can follow us out on Twitter at twitter.com/WTT MadHouse. Now, I don't know what y'all did this weekend, but I can tell you what a whole bunch of white folks did this weekend. They got drunk than a motherfucker, because it's St. Patty's Day weekend, goddammit. We just went to Dick's Last Resort. If you ain't see the pictures, look out there on Facebook, on my page out there on Facebook. You see pictures of me and my brother and my nigga out there on Facebook. And, well, they wasn't drunk, but I was a little inebriated, just a touch. But I know that's a shocker. I know y'all shocked by that shit, but that's what we do, because it's St. Patty's Day weekend. So I got my folks up here, and we're kicking it out here in Chicago. I done brought my folks up here, not only from St. Louis, but I done brought back that chocolate sin. Ow! From Kansas City. And you know what she brought me? I'm gonna tell you what she brought me. I asked her, I've been begging her. I said for months, nigga, please send me some of that Gates barbecue sauce. She brought me the hot and spicy, the mild. She brought me the tangy. Oh, she brought me the tangy from Gates barbecue. Ah, that nigga the shit. So we sitting up here in the basement, about to drop the next episode of Welcome to the MadHouse. We about to do some crazy stuff. Last week's episode, even though a whole lot of you motherfuckers still ain't viewing my shit, you got to start sharing the show. Let folks know about Welcome to the MadHouse. We ain't gonna stay here on YouTube for too long. We're gonna be out here on Stitcher and out on iTunes very soon. But while we're here, we're trying to get these numbers up. So make sure you share it with folks. So even though the numbers don't reflect it, a lot of folks like that last episode that we did where we were showcasing some of the videos that I found out on Facebook. So I got a panel with me tonight. To go on ahead, and we're going to review some of the videos that I done found out here on Facebook and on YouTube. And believe it or not, World Star Hip Hop. Y'all know I got a problem with World Star Hip Hop. Y'all know I got a problem with it. But some of them videos is funny than motherfucker. And I had to go on ahead and put it out here for my panel. So I got with me this fine evening two folks that you done seen or heard out here on Welcome to the MadHouse. I got with me from Kansas City, Missouri. Now, normally we sit on opposite sides of the scrimmage line when it comes to football, because she a Kansas City Chiefs fan. And I guess I just got to accept that about her. You know, when you love somebody, there's certain flaws you got to accept. And if she going to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan, that's just a flaw I got to accept. But I got her with me tonight. I got Miss Chocolate Sin with me tonight. And my nigga with the bigger trigger, from St. Louis, Missouri. I done got him with me. He was on the show once before. The one and only Mr. Rodney Brand. And also sitting on the panel this fine evening. You ain't gonna believe this one. But if you got the Jolly Black Giant, you got to bring Sprout with him. So I got the cauliflower kid with me tonight.
Fuck you, nigga.
If you kept up with the Fanboy Forum, you're gonna know him. And tonight, for the first time, he gets to cuss like a sailor, like his ignorant ass brother. Yes, tonight I got with me my brother, Scott Johnson. Welcome to panel to the show.
Thank you for having me, you nigga. You know what? Whatever.
They're so enthusiastic.
Yeah.
They're so enthusiastic. They hung up from all the dick they had this evening because we went to Dick's Last Resort.
You don't like the dick?
So they got dick hangover. So tonight what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at a bunch of different videos, and this is gonna kind of be like Mystery Science Theater 3000, where we're gonna kind of look at some videos, and we either gonna comment as the videos are playing, or we're gonna go on there, and some of the videos are real short, so we may let the videos play and then just kind of give our observation of it. Now I got a bunch of different videos this evening, so we're gonna see how this goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this first video. This first video is another bus driver video.
Another?
It's a bus driver video, yes.
Like the one in Cleveland.
Yes, that a woman started tripping on the bus and started messing with a bus driver.
See, you would think they would know by now not to fuck with the bus driver.
You would think they would know not to fuck with the bus driver. You would think that. You would think that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let this play and we'll see what happens.
She backing up.
She got that stand. Right, she got that stand.
Fuck your motherfucking ass.
So far it's just a yelling match. Is the bus driver the one standing up?
Yeah, that's how back there.
Bitch. Yeah, bitch. What you gonna do, bitch?
What time is it, bitch? I'm so hungry, bitch.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hit her ass.
Oh my God!
You don't fuck with the bus driver. She no bus driver fool.
You know what? You know what? There is a level of pitifulness to this. To see two middle-aged women halfway pseudo tussle on a bus. Yeah. First of all, they tired. After about 4 or 5 strikes, they tired. They out of breath.
So is that it? The fight?
Okay, that's pretty much where it ends. They break the fight up. That's pretty much where it is. But what y'all think about that?
Basically, that's Cleveland Part 2, the geriatric version.
Well, I think you just tapped on something that I thought about when I first saw the video, which is it kind of has a different effect when you're seeing two women that both look like they 50 years old.
Right.
And then you're watching the men who clearly could have broke this up before it even started, standing around all with their cameras waiting for the fight to start.
Of course.
So I don't know. It doesn't have the same effect that the Cleveland bus fight
That's because
had.
that dude clocked the shit out of that woman.
Well, that and also that young woman clearly deserved to get that ass whooped.
Yeah.
She did.
Whereas with this one, it seemed like I said, it seemed like it was just two older women that were having a discrepancy that it looked like it could have got settled. The fight didn't seem like it was necessary.
Yeah, it didn't. And
You know what I mean?
It was just there was just a big tussle, and it was it. I mean, the one in Cleveland, the guy, was like his uppercut was like textbook. Textbook. I mean, perfect. Floyd Mayweather was like taking notes. Damn, that's how you uppercut a motherfucker.
It was a thing of beauty. It was magnificent.
It was beautiful.
This one, it seemed though that
It was just
you know what,
tussling.
if it wasn't enough people kind of standing around egging it on, those two older women would have erred on the side of caution and wouldn't even came to blows.
Right.
They'd have just said they love words and whatever and would have went on about their business. But the fact there was a bunch of guys standing around, I bet you they felt like they had to start fighting each other just for the sake of show.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them was gonna stop it either. So
No, and that's a shame too.
nope.
Yeah, it felt like it wasn't necessary. It just felt like it wasn't necessary. All right, let's check this one out. Now, if I remember this correctly, it's this woman that's out on the street who gets into a verbal altercation with her baby daddy, and she's clearly off her rocker. But as she's trying to damage his car, she's sitting there with her own child in her hand, and I want you to watch and see what happens.
Oh hell.
Is that her further down the street?
I swear to God, that bitch.
What the hell? Is she sitting on the ground?
Something happened.
Fuck him!
Oh shit.
Fuck
There we
out
go.
of me,
Oh hell.
Fuck out of me right now, bitch!
Uh-oh.
Ain't no fucking sleep. Ain't no fucking sleep with a fucking. Ain't no fucking sleep with a fucking.
She got the baby in her arm.
Yeah.
Fucking sleep. Every fucking pussy on this planet. Every fucking pussy.
I need whoever recording this to sit still.
Yo, let me fucking got me. I'm a fucking bitch.
Oh.
I'm a fucking bitch.
Did she drop that?
Oh no.
Did that bitch drop the baby? She can't control her fucking anger. She gonna drop the baby.
What the fuck? Wow.
She dropped the kid.
Oh
He trying to bust out his
Trying to bust out.
his
Trying to
windshield.
bust out. See, I can't even make a joke about that. See, because now I'm pissed.
Right.
Right.
See, I want to be funny, but I can't be funny because she dropped the baby. I mean, that's just.
Is it that serious?
It's not. It's
No, it's never that serious. Especially when a kid is either seeing that type of stuff in the first place, any type of anger or anything like that. They're not even supposed to be involved in the first place. But even if she was going to do that, she could have left the baby with somebody or whatever and then had her rage. But I'm like highly
What was the
upset about
setup
this.
for that? What did she catch him in somebody's house or was it?
There was no setup. Based on the description that they had for the video, it said woman there to see her baby's daddy, and as she's trying to bust out his window, she dropped the kid.
Wow.
Dropped the kid.
Wow.
Speechless on that one.
damn.
I hope somebody saw that, some authorities, and came and got that damn baby, because that,
Child abuse.
Yeah.
Neglect.
Yeah.
Endangerment.
Yeah. All of that.
Okay, this one is we'll just call this a how-to guide. This is a how-to guide. All right.
I mean, what, are we gonna see some bitch?
See.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm on.
I don't want you to do this.
Alright, what's going on, people?
Not if you're doing the dick sucker.
Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make a beef steak. For the people who don't know what that is, if you ain't went to prison, then you ain't on this. You don't know nothing about this.
What?
But first and foremost, what you want to do, get a rubber glove. It don't matter, latex, outer ones. It don't matter. Just get a rubber glove from the doctor. Or you can get it from Family Dollar.
Alright, keep going.
But anyhow, how much time I got? Okay. You gotta tie the pinky. Tie it up. Tie that bad boy up.
Try to tank it.
Just by the way he going, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I know.
Wait,
When he mentioned prison, I don't want to
And
know.
the
is he about to
pinky.
make some prison
And the
wine?
pinky.
No,
You already said the pinky. The
I
thumb
said
and
thumb and a pinky.
you said pinky twice.
Well, thumb and a pinky.
You take a rubber glove and tie the thumb and the pinky. That's where you start.
Damn tied it.
Okay.
Why you got Ziggy Marley behind him?
Flip that motherfucker inside out.
I keep seeing smoke clouds.
Blow it up.
Hold up. All right. So now you got 3 fingers, whatever.
Now what you want to do is get that middle finger right there. You want that motherfucker to go all the way through.
I
Where
see
you
where
can
this
see
is
it.
going.
You know what this gonna be.
Is he make? Wait a minute. Hold on.
That motherfucker
Hold on. Wait.
Yes, I'm sorry, huh?
He's in prison
Yes.
Yeah.
and he's going through all this shit.
You ain't called by now.
Is he making him
Yes.
his own?
Yes.
Is he making him some pussy?
Yes.
I'll just let you keep watching.
His own personal date. He needs a date.
You gotta watch how detailed this shit is. Just keep watching.
Tie it up. Ooh, this gonna be a tight one.
Wow.
Damn.
You want me to tie? I'm really tired.
I got it.
I was at a party store for 3 years.
Dude in the back.
No, man, you're doing it wrong.
You taking too damn long.
You got to set the booty up right.
Alright.
I know he was gonna blow that fine stuff.
GG. Make sure it's tight. Y'all don't want to pop on you.
Is he with some lipstick and give it a wig and what?
The edge, you know what I'm saying? Like so. Bite a
How
hole
you
in.
doing there?
Bite a hole.
What the?
So you can blow it up. Take a pen. You can buy this at Canteen, man. Say, you buy it at Canteen. Nice.
You've been in there a few times. You know the price.
Yeah, it was 15 cents. Anyway, blow that son bitch up.
That's too much work. What is he doing?
Exactly.
That's a lot of work.
Oh, wait till you see it when he's done.
The blow up in his face.
And we can't go to college. We can't be engineers and architects.
No. Well, we can make some pussy.
Yeah,
We can make us some prison pussy. That's what we can do that. Yeah.
Necessity is the mother of invention. Watch this shit.
Got my hole in it.
This place. We gonna make it a thong. Make that motherfucker a thong. Tie that motherfucker up. Make sure your butt cheeks even though.
Yeah, you gotta make sure the butt cheeks
gotta
even.
make
That's
the
the
butt
important.
cheeks
That's the key.
because you don't want to be fucking no fucked up down.
How did you?
Shit.
If you got enough wherewithal
got a
to do this,
lot.
why are you in prison?
Because you got a lot of time on your hands to figure it out.
Because that's important.
Exactly.
Math, science, fuck that. It's prison pussy. That's what we got. That's what we got to strive for.
Reading? No.
What's this dude's name?
Einstein.
The most valued nigga in prison. That's his name. Nigga, you can make
There
pussy.
you go.
Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my.
You know what? You know what? You know what? I just thought of something. Perhaps this is a neat thing.
You got some cheats and everything.
You know what? I can think of a reason.
I feel sorry for her.
I can think of a reason why I would want to make that in prison.
Oh my no.
Hello, shit, baby.
No.
That's that. That's me.
I can think of
With cocoa butter. What is this, Vaseline?
I can think of a good reason why I want to make this.
I sure did.
Think about it. If you're in prison,
Oh,
She ran, boy. She ran. She ran. And there you go, right there.
oh my God. Oh my
I'm
God.
out done, man. I'm out done. That's it.
Okay.
She even got a
That's
thong,
it. I'm
bro.
out done.
Fuck y'all. Y'all know y'all gonna try it. Y'all know y'all gonna try it. Fuck y'all. Y'all know y'all gonna make it. Y'all know y'all gonna make it.
no, but I can tell you a good reason why to make it.
I got some gloves upstairs. Y'all can practice tonight.
No, I can tell you a good reason. If I'm in prison, I can tell you a good reason why to make that. Because, I don't want some guy looking at me and say, hey, Scott, you fine. Ooh, you sure is sexy. I'm like, nah, I tell you what, Bubba, calm down. Tell you what, you really don't want to fuck me. I'm a guy, and I don't want you fucking me either. But I tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to get this glove. And we're going to make you some booty. Because, my booty's off limits. I got like all kinds of cancer. HIV, herpes, all kinds of shit, man. One time I ate some hot sauce. The shit never came out right. So you will scorch your dick fucking my ass. So I tell you what.
Oh, God.
So yeah,
It makes sense.
yeah. That's the only.
Makes
That's
sense.
the only reason I can think of for that.
And come on now, you got to give him a 10 for the style points, dude. Come on, that was impressive.
The waste.
He took a rubber glove and made some love.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
I
Okay.
just wasted away right there, and it made a very good, yeah.
Now I got a question. When or is there ever a time when it's okay to hear somebody outside of the black race use the word nigga? Is that ever okay?
I guess
No.
when they're trying to make a point, like when they're saying, "Hey, on this book, I'm quoting." They say, "Well, a lot of people say, I'm quoting." Such and such are a bunch of niggers, and they're just saying that like as a quote that somebody else said. I guess in that aspect, yeah, it's okay. But to refer to like say, "Hey, nigga," it was a nigga. No.
So if somebody who is outside of the black race approaches you and calls you a nigga, then that ain't never acceptable.
It's no, I can't say it is. Let me guess. This next video is the exception to the rule. You found the exception.
let me make my statement.
Sure.
I mean, of course, I'm sitting between two people who just straight out just said no, never.
Right.
And I don't know if these two people obviously would say that there obviously is a double standard. Now, you will talk to some people and they will say, oh, well, nigger or nigga, whatever, whichever one you choose, maybe in which context they mean different things. Okay. But they'll say just because you African American or of African descent, that doesn't necessarily. There are Hispanic niggers. There are white, Irish. Niggas come in all shapes and forms because niggerism is, and from a lot of people's standpoint, is a form of behavior. It's a class of behavior,
And that's true.
even Chris Rock will tell you that black people are black people, but then there's niggas.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
So for me to be able to say that there's no place where anybody who's not African or of African descent can't use or manipulate or fling the word nigger or nigga around, I'm a little gray on that, DJ.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. I know for the most part because I mentioned a couple of different times my guy Jacob in Denver, and
So Jacob?
Jake's a white boy. Jake's a white boy. He was at the 70s party, and Jake and I tossed the word nigga back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't offend me when he uses it, and it doesn't offend him when I use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would venture to say that there are instances in certain groups when the word is used that it's not implied in a derogatory sense.
Right. I agree with that.
And I would have to say, when you see this video, you're getting ready to see a non-black person use the word nigga in such a way, it just fits.
Okay.
This should be interesting.
Problem, not me, okay? I asked you a simple question, and you motherfucking responded like you don't know what the fuck's going on. Man, fuck you! Man, fuck you, bitch! Come around fuck you! Come on, get it!
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, shit.
Bring your bitch ass thing,
Come
dog!
around that damn
What
corner.
your bitch ass gonna do? Yeah, your bitch ass ain't gonna do a goddamn thing, trick! Take your old ass out of my... All right, you right.
He walked out. He walked out.
Stodywood, Texas.
That dude's so Korean.
This is
He's
H
North
Town,
Korean.
man.
Wait.
You boys better know you just can't come in any kind of store with that bullshit. Real talk.
Yeah, that motherfucker got me fucked up.
This shit real.
You be number 5.
You know what? I absolutely agree with that.
Come on,
I agree with that.
That dude is as nigga as any nigga you've ever met in your life. Come on now.
Now-
See.
When the word
Now-
nigga came up out of his mouth, it couldn't offend you. He was a nigga.
Go ahead, see.
He had to been raised in that area. He done been around our people. He knew, because there are some times when there are some people that say it and you just know they have not been around us to say it because how they say it. But that person right there, they have been around some people and grew up with some people, been in the hood. He knew exactly how to say it, the tone, how to float, everything. It was just right there.
My office sits right in the heart of Inglewood. Inglewood is the crime capital of Chicago. More deaths come out of Inglewood than anywhere else in the world. And my old lady likes to play the lottery. The little liquor store is right across the street from where we work. We go in every day, and it's a bunch of Arabs that work behind the counter. I done seen them Arabs have to deal with them niggas that live in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have to deal with them, they don't come with the, oh, sir, could you please? Oh, sir. No, you can't. You can't afford to. If you come at them like that, your shit's going to get robbed every day. Somebody going to stick a gun in your face every day. You got to come at them the same way that they come at you.
Right.
And you hear nigga out that store all day, every day from the Arabs.
Right.
And guess what? The niggas respect it. The niggas respect it. I done seen, there was a guy that was in there stealing chips up out that store. That Arab came around that corner, that motherfucking counter so motherfucking fast. Went through his pockets, was pulling chips and dips and Funyuns and everything else about this motherfucker, them 25-cent bags. Pulling them shits about his pockets. Dude tried to square up, he squared up with him, bam, bam. 2 shots, that nigga was down on the ground. Nigga stepped right over him and said, let me get a pint of that JD. Let me get a pint of that JD. I don't know what this nigga on. This nigga tripping. get up on that JD. Fuck that. Because, I mean, that's the way you got to, there's almost, in the hood, there's almost a mentality that you're hood or you're not hood.
Right.
And it transcends white, black, Korean in this case, or Arab.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like I said, when dudes started talking, the first thing it made me think of was, like I said, in the hood, it's just, the rules are different.
Yeah.
The rules are different.
Yeah.
It only gets offensive when it comes from somebody almost from a different class than where
Right.
you come from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When you're of the same class, racism almost doesn't exist, which is how you end up with black folks that can go to the trailer park and you hear white folks using the word nigga.
Yeah.
And it's not an offensive thing. Or you hear black folks using the word cracker and it's not an offensive thing. It's only when it comes from a different class that it gets offensive.
Yeah. That's the thing I love about this country. You know, depending on who you are, where you come from, you can be anything and fit into any cultural group. And that Korean dude, that dude need a rap contract, man. Forget Eminem and all them. That dude need a contract.
Dude, if you look at the comments on that
my
video,
posse.
I'm gonna move on to the next video, but if you look at the comments under that video on World Star Hip Hop, dude had a comment, had me died. He said if that was the Korean that was behind the counter in Minister Society, old dog would have got the shit shot out of him.
But he right though. He
said old dog would have got the shit shot out of him.
That dude was on point.
Okay, now this video is it's a little bit longer. It's about 6 minutes long, and I really want you all to kind of listen to it. And if there's points where you need me to pause because there's something that you need to say, because I have a feeling you're going to want to talk as you go through it. But the stuff that comes out of this dude's mouth, I'll just let you watch it.
As you know, I live in Harlem.
Oh, not this motherfucker.
And we are, as African Americans, and certainly that Black Americans are facing a crisis, a catastrophic crisis of the absence of males in the homes. 80% of the homes, the African Americans are headed by women, and there are no males in the homes. There are no husbands in the homes leading the homes. And so women are having a difficult time finding a black man to marry, with 2 million black men locked away or warehoused away in prisons. This is a catastrophe in the black community. So Obama has released these demons.
First of all, let me just say this real fast, and I'm gonna keep it moving. This nigga got to single-handedly be keeping platinums open.
Upon the black males, this homosexual demon, hoping to influence as many black males to subscribe to ideas of homosexual, perverted LGBT as possible. And so we have the outing of Jason Collins, who is a alleged basketball player, and Mike Hussein.
No, he plays basketball.
They are two blacks.
He's not how can you be an alleged basketball player?
They have received national acclaim from Obama, from the fist bump of Obama, from Oprah Winfrey, from all black people, encouraging more black men to come out of the closet. And so we have taken direct action here at the Opera Church by posting up on our announcement board outside these words: Obama has released the homo demons on the black man. Look out, black woman. A white homo.
Not the homo demons.
Take your man. What? In the quote on the announcement board. I have noticed of the few black men that are left, and now Obama is influencing black men to come out of the closet or be homosexual. And
because that's the difference. He wants all black people to become gay.
Leaving the black woman in more dire straits and with less of a choice of a man to come and be her husband and father her children. This is devastating, what Obama's doing to the black man and to the black woman, and how the white homo is now moving into the black neighborhoods, looking for black men that have been converted into homosexuality.
Wait, okay, put this on pause. Put this on pause. Converted? That's Obama's agenda. Hey, everybody, I got leaflets. Become gay. Hey, you want to be gay? You want to be gay? Hey, here, take this pill, and you can and you can become converted. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
Well, the argument that he's making, and the argument that all of these anti-gay, strong right-winged, family, Christian-centric folks, the argument that all of them making is you're either all in or all out. So by Obama giving rights or considering giving rights, marital rights to homosexuals, then his agenda is to make all black men homosexual, which is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't have a chance.
if they use another statistic to try to justify these incendiary words and tactics and things that they use to try to inflame people, they just say that if I'm an African American female, my life is just over. Number one, nobody else, and it's funny. I'm not trying to talk for women because we got one who definitely gonna talk here. But what I'm saying is, I just can't win. Everybody's against me. I can't win. Every time I go around, someone's throwing a statistic at me about how many people are not in my home, how many people are not marrying me. How many people are gay and don't want to be? Yeah, right, exactly. Whatever, but it's like no one's gonna love me. I have to be with. If I can't be with if I'm an African American woman, if I can't be with an African American man, I'm just gone.
And I'm sorry. The older I'm getting, the more I'm really starting to recognize that agenda, on a lot of levels, is no different than the Klan and no different than the neo-Nazis and this whole idea of race. And race baiting, and what's more important is the purity of your race. Okay, fine. Well, if it's a bunch of black men that are in prison, if there's a bunch of uneducated black men who don't finish college, if there's a whole bunch of black men that decide that are born and feel like they were born gay, then you act like there's not Chicanos and Hispanics and white and all.
How about human males?
Human males, exactly, for these women to choose from. I think the argument is absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, because President Obama is issuing rights to people who believe themselves to be born of a certain sexuality
or
orientation, it's absolutely ridiculous for you to turn around and then say it's a pandemic or a crisis.
Or he's trying to convert people.
Or he's trying to convert people. That is a crisis on black women. It's ridiculous.
The irony is that he himself is trying to convert them back. You know what I'm saying? He is doing the actual trying to convert.
And I'm sorry, am I the only one to think this motherfucker got a little sugar in his tank? Am I the only one?
No.
Because usually I tend to find that motherfuckers that are real strong against homosexuality have homosexual tendencies.
No, he's somebody's uncle who's retired UAW who started a church. And he's somebody's uncle.
And clearly had a pension plan with Platinum. So I'm telling you, dude, look at the outfit.
The Dandy Man's clothes.
Dude, when the collar don't match the rest of the shirt, you got that from Platinum.
He wearing Stacey Adams.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yes.
With silk drawers.
Wing tips.
Silk drawers.
Okay, wing tips. Now what I'm saying is, I don't think that, basically what I'm saying is,
that motherfucking vest is Paisley. That's a Paisley vest.
Jay Riggins.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. But looking at his outfit, what kind of car he got?
Oh, that
is a caddy man. That is a caddy man.
That nigga drive a Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Fleetwood.
Four on the floor.
Fleetwood.
Wood interior.
Broham.
Diamond in the back. Sunroof top, nigga. Shit.
He got a Lincoln Mark.
Player from the Himalayas. Shit.
But Dave, what you said is right. It's either you all in or you all out.
That's right.
And the fact that, let's tell the truth, Obama's not trying to get anybody to be anything. The problem that he and a lot of other people have is they're not immediately condemning it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his problem is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Obama said, okay, these two athletes come out, they happen to be black males, they come out and say, okay, we're of this certain orientation. And Obama and a couple other people, especially he mentioned Oprah or whatever, they say, okay, they applaud this dude for stepping out of the closet. What they want them to do is basically
stay in the closet.
He's right. Stay in the closet and condemn it. That's basically what it is. And if you don't condemn it and you don't want them to stay in the closet, basically you're for it, or even worse, this dude is being extreme.
And I tell you what, I can really cut the video off here because he really just kind of reiterates the same bullshit. Let me say this. That argument that comes from him, that comes from the entire evangelical movement, that comes from the whole charismatic movement, which is this absolute fear that they have that as people are evolving, as they are starting to accept science more, which is the bottom line of this, that they're starting to have a rejection of religion. They're needing something to attack.
Right.
They need a platform to go after. And right now, their platform is homosexuality. That's the thing. They're attacking homosexuality as that is their rallying cry for their evangelical movement. That's the bottom line. It's the same problem that they had at the Grammys with the wedding ceremonies that happened there. So the folks like that, when you go to the point where you're putting billboards out there, scaring who is your target base, which is black women in the black church.
Mm-hmm.
When you're scaring them, talking about your black men are being taken by the homosexual demon and white gays. I mean, dude, come on now, it's bullshit. It's terroristic. It's terroristic. It's terrorism. You're trying to scare folks into the church. It's no different than that whole movement when they were running around preaching hell, where hell was the big thing that got you in church. You don't go to church, you're going to burn in hell. It's the same fucking thing.
I was hanging out with a certain brother this week, and he said something, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before we move on to the video. He said something about the fact that these people who run these churches, I'm going to say specifically the black church, talking about gay people and how bad they are when you go into the church, and if you're listening to the music in the church. What did he say?
I think someone said, if you ever go to a black church and go inside of a black church, if you look at a large majority of men, especially a lot of the guys, I'm not saying all black churches are like this. It was me that said it, damn it. Shit. And I'm not saying all black churches are like this. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just not saying all black churches are like this. But every black church I've ever been in, someone heading the choir, playing the organ, running the music department. You look at them and you kind of think, women are not a top priority in this brother's life.
Okay. Well, let me say this. My brother's a whole lot more politically correct than I am. I say, if you take gays out to church, it's going to be a whole lot of whistling in that motherfucker. Because you're going to lose your entire choir.
Exactly.
You're going to lose your whole motherfucking choir. The choir is gone if you take gay folks up out of there. And I'm sorry, it just would be boring. Motherfucker. If you're going to have gays, they got to be up in the church because they keep that music popping. They keep that music popping on Saturday night. They're at the club doing house music, and they bring that shit in on Sunday. Yeah. Lord Jesus. Woo! And you be sitting there like, how? Shit. If I didn't have the spirit, I got it. Nah, goddamn it. All right. This video, I want y'all to take a look at. I'm not going to say anything, but I want to ask the question. I want to ask the question before I play this video.
Do you want us to answer it?
No, don't answer. Y'all don't say shit. Watch the video. It's only 30 seconds long. But at the end of the video, the question I want you all to answer is this racist? That's the question. Mm-hmm. Is this racist?
All right. Okay.
Damn it. Wow. It was beautiful.
Wow.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful commercial. Friendship carried beyond the racial. It didn't even race. It was a group. It was a little girl seeing a different child from a different race, from a different country, come to hers, and her extending the arm of the hand of friendship and beauty. Now, God damn it, of all the fucking restaurants in China.
Not tea, but
Not tea.
Restaurants.
Restaurants in China.
In China.
Why? No, I'm not gonna be racist. I'm not gonna be racist because it's wrong.
Why not? The motherfucking commercial was.
I'm not two wrongs don't make a right. Hey, you're black. Clearly, you like chicken. Come, let me embrace our friendship by enjoying the chicken of your people because I know you love it. Waitress, watermelon.
Wait.
Perhaps we could have some grape soda.
What about the universal sign? Shit. Like every nigga knows grease on their fingers. You know what that shit means? Oh, I ain't having rice noodles? You licking your finger like you talking about chicken.
She's having a problem with the chopsticks. I know where to take her.
Oh,
She's having a problem with the chopsticks. We love her. We love our new international student. We will help her.
Was that racist?
I'm afraid. And this coming from a man who ate Kentucky Fried Chicken earlier today. I have to say, I have to say, wow, yeah.
And me, I mean, we're gonna go down the line. Me, I like to keep it objective. I like to look at both sides. I want to be neutral. I want to consider everything, but I got to go with Scott. That was beautiful up until the moment where the girl licked her fingers and then took her to KFC. But the thing is, the interesting thing about it was the girl looked like she wasn't even from America. She wasn't African American. It looked like they were from Africa. Mm-hmm. That says a lot more. Mm-hmm. That says no matter where you go in this world,
you like chicken.
If you are dark skinned, the exported stereotype of African Americans
pervades what the rest of the world thinks of us. Even if you from Somalia,
that's right.
Even if you from Zimbabwe, that little girl looked like she was from Soweto or something like that. She pointed to a part in the southern part of the African continent. They took her to KFC. That girl probably don't even never been to no KFC, but she black.
Oh no, she know chicken now. Come on. She know Yardbird. It don't matter where she from. She know that universal grease sign.
I gotta vote that there's racism.
It's racist. It's fucking racist.
I gotta say racism. I gotta scream.
Oh, for somebody that loves to see different cultures come together and be as a family, or just really connecting as a family or a friendly union. That was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing to think that, like you said, international countries think that, okay, someone of a dark skin tone immediately associates themselves with chicken. Even if it was KFC, Church's chicken, Popeye's chicken.
Lee's.
I mean, any of these. No, all kinds of racism right there.
Racism on that.
Yeah,
everybody leaning towards racism.
I tried to, Dave. I tried not to, but I'm sorry. The finger licking and the others, I can't.
Because when she did that, I'm like, what the hell was that?
I didn't get the finger licking.
I can see. I can hear the other side of the argument. Now, part of KFC's marketing campaign over the years has been finger licking good. Am I right?
You are right.
It's been that's what they'll try to say. But why did it have to be a black child?
Why couldn't that have been a white child?
Right, and why she had to have problems with the chopsticks, and why they had to pick her out to take her to KFC?
If that child is over in China, you would have to assume she was familiar with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Would get familiar.
Now, if we were to take that black girl out of the scene and put a heavyset kid in that same predicament and did the same thing, you were like, okay, so you trying to overfeed the kid because they're fat? I mean, it's almost the same thing. Like, okay, that was just placing was just all wrong. That was just all wrong in any kind of perspective that you look at.
They led you up and then they stabbed you. Roman gladiator
like, it was just so beautiful. Oh, they're welcoming her in, and then you go, what?